Arcade ports for the NES/Famicom are more often than not pretty fantastic, and nowadays are sometimes more fondly remembered than the arcade versions that they were based on. Some easy examples of this phenomena are Contra, Super C, Ghosts and Goblins, and City Connection. Other games which weren't necessarily direct ports but drew heavy inspiration from their arcade forebears like Punch-Out, for example, also saw a great deal of success on the Famicom. So it always sort of baffled me that an arcade staple like Polybius never made its way onto the console back in the day. Now I know what my more eagle-eyed viewers are all thinking. Hold up, what's all this about Polybius? The video title says it came out on the Famicom, so it must have, right? And that is a very astute observation. Yes, while it's true that it wasn't released in the heyday of Nintendo's family computer, on my travels through the dense jungles of Southeast Asia, I came across the extremely rare Pirate Famicom version that was released around 1998. This version was released by Wanquan Hefa Technology Company Limited, and it's notorious for a few things, perhaps most notably its graphical style, which pushed the limits of the Famicom's hardware. Let's take a look. For starters, I have to say, as is the case with most of the bootlegs that I look at on here, the controls are nearly perfect recreations of the arcade controls. They're so perfect, in fact, that after a while you kind of start to forget you ever had hands at all. This, as you might imagine, lends itself quite well to the classic Polybius gameplay we all know and love. I don't see too much of a reason to get into it because I'd just be reiterating what everyone else has said time and time again, but there is one thing that I think is worth discussing, and that's the impression that this game leaves on me every time I walk away from it. It's amazing, the mixture of euphoria and utter panic that sticks on you like rubber cement. It gets to be so much you start saying words before you thought of them for the last thing you said before you even started talking. And everything's so loud that you're not sure if you're awake, but you know you're not. You're not sure if you're awake. And everything's so loud that you're not sure you're awake, but you know it's not. You're not sure you're awake. And everything's so loud that you're sure you're not awake, but you know you're not. And everything's so loud that you're sure you're not. And everything gets to be so loud that you're not sure you're awake, but you know you're not asleep because someone keeps saying sedatives everywhere. And